So after this weekend with Star Wars The Last Jedi officially revealing to us the teaser trailer for the movie, I think it more or less raised more questions than it possibly answered from Episode 7. Now whether you're a fan of that or not, we're actually going to discuss this in depth on this week's CBC podcast because I think we're all over the place with opinions regarding this specific trailer, or teaser should I say it. There's one thing that a lot of people are focusing on, and that's the end line. And the end line, of course, is it's time for the Jedi to end, and we see Luke Skywalker. So a lot of people are trying to really dissect this line and talk about what they think it could mean, what are the implications of this, why would Luke even suggest this as an idea. So while getting to sit down and talk to ABC, this is what Mark Hamill had to say regarding the teaser trailer. There's a difference between a teaser and a trailer. A teaser is supposed to show you dynamic images that heighten your awareness and make you want to see the trailer, but avoid all story points if at all possible. But I think that the only story point that's in the teaser, which is Luke saying it's time for the Jedi to end. It was as shocking to me to read what Rian Johnson, the director, had written, as I'm sure it will be for the audiences. And then outright, when he is asked about the possibility of Luke turning to the dark side, Mark Hamill's reply was, "It's possible. Anything is possible." Now obviously the Jedi Order ending is something that they've played around a lot, and from a different point of view you could say the Jedi are evil. I mean, if you really think about it, their philosophies, their teachings, like, they're not allowed to love another person, which could lead to problems. The Sith, for instance, want power, so when you compare both, there's good and bad advantages of both, and I think Luke at this point is kind of realizing that the Jedi Order just might have to end and sort of restart. Now whether he's going to go to the dark side or not, remains to be seen in what way they're going to take this. But it's an interesting fact that, years and years ago, I mean decades at this point, he even talked about the possibility of Luke Skywalker being an evil character down the road if they were ever to make sequels to Return of the Jedi. So if they're kind of coming full circle and doing that, it would be rather interesting to see how they do it. And honestly, what I think he's saying, and I think what's going to happen too in the movie, is the possibility that there's going to finally be a balance of the Force. That's what the prophecy was about, bringing balance to the Force, and I think they're finally going to achieve that. But how it's done is, I think, what's going to throw us all for a loop, which I'll talk about in other videos down the road.